Hi there, Virgos. Welcome back and welcome to my channel, Pearls of Wisdom and Witchery. I'm Becca, for those of you who are brand new. I am giving away one free reading a week. So, if you would like, I have free reading. Please comment below that you would. Hit like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Your recent past. We have the Queen of Swords. Cutting someone out. Someone cut you out. In your present situation, we have the World card. So definitely an ending of some sort. Cycle closing out. Potentially getting closure on something. Your blockage is the Seven of Swords. Some lying, cheating, sneaky type of behavior. Someone doing this, you doing this. It can also be a strategy, right? Something that you're being very quiet about. Your message from Spirit is the Knight of Cups. And the potential outcome for Virgo. The Devil. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, sorry. Capricorn energy, but it also talks about bondage. It is, something toxic. For me specifically, it talks about toxic relationships. And it doesn't have to be a relationship with a person. It could be a toxic relationship with alcohol. It could be a toxic relationship with money. It's just a toxic relationship. And the reason I feel like it's a toxic relationship is because, first off, it's the 15. 5 plus 1 is 6. Breaks down to the Lover's card, which is the 6. Also, it looks a lot like the Lover's card. There's two people, they're tied up there, and there is a fallen angel behind them, just like in the Lover's card. So, some sort of toxic connection. The overall energy for your reading is the 9 of Pentacles. So this is the independently happy card, being able to do it on your own, stand on your own. Making it on your own. Now, some of you are single, and I'm seeing in the present situation that it looks like you have either cut someone out, someone's cut you out, your past and present. The Queen of Swords is a very single energy. For me, this also talks about Libra. But ultimately, this doesn't always have to be like, I'm happy being single. It could also be something of a lonely kind of single, if that makes any sense to you. This deck that I'm using is called The Influence of the Angels. I absolutely love it. Still love the good tarot. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure I will revisit it every once in a while. I shuffle up most of my cards and then kind of go with what's talking to me. So let's get some clarifiers. So, Queen of Swords. We have the Lover's card. So this is a decision. It's usually a decision about love. Sad. Then we have the World card. Wow, that's 2 major arcana. So this connection, like I said, the Queen of Swords, this is a very independent energy. It's also the Bitch card. This queen does not take any bullshit at all. You can't offer her bullshit, she won't take it. She will cut you. If it's you taking on this Queen of Swords energy, You made the decision and something ended. All right. So let's get a clarifier on the World card in your present situation. I mean, I feel like that is all really clear cut. Please clarify the World card. Oh, 2 cards all the way to the floor. All right. So we have the Magician, another major arcana. Yikes. And the 8 of Swords. This is beautiful energy. So this is trying to figure out how to release yourself from this cycle. Having the tools to release yourself from this cycle. You know, the 8 of Swords talks about mental imprisonment or imprisonment in general. And it's also one that you can break free of. The Magician being here in the upright, this talks entirely about having everything that you need to break free from this. Let's look at the 7 of Swords in your blockage. Now this could be returning to the scene of the crime for whoever has done this, whether it's you or the energy that your other person, the other energy. Mostly, I'm not gonna lie. This is your reading. This is your blockage, and this is your message from Spirit. So, I always set the intention of reading for Virgo and those souls who need to hear it. So for a cross watcher, this reading might be directly for you if you're watching for Virgo. But for the most part, this energy is generally for Virgo. Okay, so like I said, it can be some sort of behavior, I mean, with all of this major arcana here and the Lover's card, I really feel like what I'm seeing here is a strong soulmate connection that it can be very difficult to let go of, to learn the lessons, right? So to clarify your 7 of Swords, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Moon card. Those two came out really close together. And these 2 cards together talk to me about emotional manipulation, incredibly codependent energy, not hearing out your intuition, and secrets, right? Secrets and fears. And then we have the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Wands in reverse. I almost feel like this is fighting happiness. This is a 10, so it does talk about endings. Tens always talk about endings. And we have the World card out twice. So, again, I feel like this is returning to the scene of the crime and wanting to, refight whatever this battle was. I also just heard being happy, putting down your defenses. But, this and this are 2 different things. So maybe coming up with a strategy to move from an emotionally codependent state to a happy independent state, because nines also talk about not endings, but well, almost endings. They're almost the end. They're a singular energy. You know, this again, we have another singular energy. I'm also feeling like there's almost a fear of being happy in your present situation, because I mean, like I said, this is your blockage. So, and I'm sorry, I'm not pulling any punches tonight. Maybe it's the solstice, but I feel like there's like an emotional imbalance. There's fear of being truly happy and contented, and a fear of letting your guard down, and it's got you like unable to move out of this cycle. Like right now you're trying, um, but you keep going back to this, the Seven of Swords energy that talks about, you know, lies, stealing, secrets. In this picture in particular, the guy is running away from his flock that is being attacked by a wolf. So, I mean, I heard pretty clearly in my head, saving your own skin. So, you know, not that there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, maybe you're carrying some guilt about that. I don't know. Let's look at your message from Spirit. The Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups, he makes an offer of love, doesn't he? Let's see. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Ugh, all your cards like the floor tonight. All right. We have the Fool in the upright. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So the Fool talks about a brand new beginning with no baggage. Letting go of, literally letting go, being vulnerable. That's what the Four of Pentacles talks about. And I mean, the Fool is moving back into the reading. He's looking back into the reading. He's got his back to the Six of Wands and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Knights are also about movement. So wherever this offer is going, because it's an offer, and he has a full cup of wine. He's letting go. He's making yeah, he's looking at this Nine of Wands like, why are you fighting all this? Let's just go. So letting go of this need for victory, or putting all of the attention onto, I mean, this could be a water sign that you're dealing with, or yeah, just letting go, you know. Let go and let God is what I keep hearing in my head. Let's go ahead and get one more for this Knight of Cups. Well, I guess we'll take two, since, yeah. We have the Three of Wands and the Six of Cups. Both of them came out in the upright. So, trying to return to the past. And the Fool is moving away from everything this side of the reading. You know, holding out expectations, waiting on the past. And this card, he's not actually trying to hand that cup to anyone. He's just playing his guitar. He's got a full cup of wine. You know, hanging out, being him. There's a part of me that almost feels like it, that is picking up, and this is for some of you, there is this energy of just do you, and wait for the offer to come to you, right? Work on letting this go. Set your sights on your goal and do that, right? Okay. You know, be single. A commitment will eventually come to you. And, you know, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, clarity, and then the Four of Pentacles again, and the Four of Cups. An offer. So, you know, I feel like to some degree, I'm kind of, whoever I'm talking to, I feel like there's almost this fear of being single, like fear of being alone. Right, so let's look at this Devil card in your potential outcome. Like I said, this is codependency, toxic energy. deck, we have the Prince of Swords in reverse. So that's the Knight of Swords. So especially in the reverse, swords and communication cards talk to me about, like, it's either lies or drama or gossip. It's not happy communication. Like, from this, it is ugly. This is a knight. He's coming in, he's super harsh and rash, and he's just saying things to be cruel, you know. But for others, there are other times when this sword can mean it's better to stay silent than say something stupid, right? Okay. So what came out to clarify the Devil card is the Nine of Cups in reverse. That does worry me. The Nine of Cups in reverse can talk about arrogance, ego, and drinking way too much. We have the King of Wands in the upright. So this is a very fiery, coming up with a plan of action and moving towards it. Then we had the Five of Pentacles in the upright. Feeling left out in the cold. And the Death card in reverse. So the Death card in reverse, for me, can mean an ending that hasn't started to transform yet. So, or it can mean transmutation that doesn't necessarily end. Whatever this plan is, this energy, whatever this is, I feel like, I hate to say it, this, this could lead you down a dark hole. There are a lot of major arcana here in your spread, which tells me that there is a lot of the hand of the divine here. There's a lesson to be learned, and if you don't, with the World card here twice, if you don't learn the lesson, you're going to repeat the lesson. You're going to stay bound to that lesson. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. No one is in our lives by accident. We all call people into our lives, even bad people, or, and not even bad people, but people in a lower vibration than us, or for a reason. And your soul is asking for you to close this, to heal it. Okay, I'm going to get you some oracle cards, Virgo. I'm sorry for the heavy reading. for Virgo. Okay, we will take those both. We have number 43, which breaks down to a 7, the golden unicorn, protector, guardian, and champion. That breaks down to a 7, which is a fortune and divine number for me. Then we have number 41, Awen, gift, divine inspiration, and awakening. And then I'm going to pull a goddess card for you. This is called the Goddess Power Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And you got 2 again. It's going to end up being a slightly longer reading than I wanted, but that's okay. Oh, you got 3. All right. We have Alliance, Hera. We have Scold, the Future. Hope I'm saying these right. And we have Sophia, Divine Wisdom, number 47. Okay, let's start with the Fairy Forest. So some of you have someone that is offering you guidance and healing. You have a friend. Everyone deserves to have another person in their life to whom they can turn for protection and care. When this card comes for you, the Golden Unicorn is showing you the path to a person, advisor, or a mentor who will assist you through the challenges you are now facing. When the Golden Unicorn appears, it is a beacon of hope, for with the right guidance, what seems to be impossible can be achieved, and you will no longer feel so raw, vulnerable, and unable to go on. The Golden Unicorn appears to those who are facing unjust circumstances. They will show you, step by step, how to get through this time when it seems that all friends have fallen away and the world is no longer a safe place. They lead with reason, intelligence, and intuitive brilliance. With their guidance, you will come to a safer place within the world and be wiser in choices regarding friendships, alliances, partnerships. You are wiser now and will never be quite so hurt again. There is now protective energy about you, and it is safe for you to leave the current circumstances and create a new path. The judgment you have sensed about you will now dissipate, and true good people enter your life to help heal the pain of friendships that have fallen away. Some of you are not seeing an offer from a water sign because you're too busy looking into the past. This person is here to help you. The Golden Unicorn and the Knight of Cups this is your person. This is the friend that is here to help guide and protect you. Okay, number 41, Awen. Gift, divine inspiration, and awakening. Awen translates to divine inspiration or flowing breath. It is a mystical force that offers us a moment where there is a sudden surge in newfound knowledge, inspired thought, the ability to awaken our dormant talents, and a sense that before we were given the gift of Awen, we were like sleepwalkers. Awen is a moment where life is forever changed, and once we drink of Awen or feel it as a beam of divine light entering us and changing us, we can never return to who we were, and the world is never the same again. So when the card comes to you, you must know now that having experienced what has taken place, you cannot pretend life can ever be the same. You have lifted the veil and you have seen the face of the divine. You have drunk the elixir of the gods, and the fairies have offered you their greatest gift. Awen does not stay, but the knowledge of what we have experienced in that moment changes us forever. So now that you have had this life-changing experience and been given this incredible moment of inspiration, you can either pretend to yourself that life is without magic, or you can continue to embrace the magic and the enchantment of every moment. Now, if you choose, you can become more fully alive. And while this is no easy path, it is one that is full of deep, joyful moments, true connections, and poetic, blindingly beautiful experiences. Awen will come from time to time, and you are so blessed for having had this most sublime and life-changing of all mystical experiences. I think this card is talking about where you're at and what you're currently doing. You can choose to see the lesson or relive the lesson, is what I feel that is saying. Okay, let's look at Hera, number 20, which breaks down to a 2. 2s always talk about choices and balance. These cards are so beautiful. Empowerment message. The Greek goddess Hera, wife of Zeus, knew intimately that positive alliances lead to great power. At this moment, you're magnetized to receive aid from people who have greater wisdom and can help you to the next level. Perhaps it's a mentor who appears or someone in the know. Making connections with others and finding strategic partnerships are favored right now as you explore the nature of becoming empowered by association. This works well if you have a healthy sense of self-worth and if you are able to learn without diminishing yourself in any way. Right now, Hera is supporting you to form beneficial alliances for the greater good of all. When called to action or faced with a decision, ask, how does this benefit me and how can I serve the highest good as a result of this connection? You may also be called to give help to another who needs your mentorship. Give freely, for only good will come of it. This is a wonderful time for all manner of connection and collaboration. Alignment message. There is a feeling of unease that sets in when you are in an unhealthy power dynamic with another person. As a result, you may compete with and blame others for your discomfort, just as the goddess Hera did when faced with evidence of the many betrayals of her husband Zeus, king of the gods of Olympus. Like she did, you might even stand up for someone who abuses their power to avoid seeing your own role in perpetrating the myth that you need to be a certain way to be accepted or valued. You may think the benefits of your willful blindness outweigh the price you're paying, but Hera knows that this will not serve you as an empowered, sovereign person. Fear and denial make for a potent hypnosis, and that's passed down generation to generation. No one chooses this dynamic intentionally. You may have stayed in a disrespectful relationship because you felt that the alliance served you in some way, such as giving you security or status. Hera wants you to be aware of these traits in yourself and be empowered in your own right, not through attaching yourself to the dominant power for a false sense of safety. Stand tall and choose collaborative partnerships with deep mutual respect and encouragement. Don't chase what's popular or who will make you look good. That won't last. Look for equality and see yourself as worthy. Ask yourself, who would I be without this dynamic person's situation? Your alignment task is to open your eyes and choose another way. Belong to yourself and align with the great goddess pulsing through your heart and the whole world. She is the one with the real power. There you go. Now we have gold, the future. Number 46, which breaks down to a 10, which is also about endings, right? And new beginnings. Empowerment message. As you set your intentions for for the life you desire, the Norse goddess Gold comes to show you glimpses of your future. You experience these magical journey markers as flashes of insight and moments of inspiration, like an ego of something that exists in another dimension. It's fun when things turn out exactly as you predicted, but remember that the essence of your intention means more than its form. The goddess Gold, who rules the destiny of gods and men, says remaining true to the moment is your greatest power. Allowing the self to evolve as you go and discovering new things today sets the path for destiny to unfold. The power of the present and how you respond to life's potential is the potent, fertile seed of the future. In order to claim the future, you must attend to the now. Even then, nothing is guaranteed and everything is infused with magic. Alignment message. When you become overly fixated on the future, you rob yourself of the capacity to truly co-create a life that is meaningful and rich. It's because doing so gives your power away to something, some destination that has no substance. It's like you are wandering around in a ghostly place that the goddess Gold warns you to avoid. Perhaps you've been taught that better things come later, like getting to the wonders of heaven after difficulties on earth. The truth is that you get back into alignment. So consider this. Your life now and how you respond to it are the seeds that will grow into your future. Your alignment task is to remove all the weeds before they choke the life out of your intentions. Bless your life today, find the lessons in the conditions of your world, and be compassionate to yourself and others. We are all learning to find strength in our most vulnerable selves as the world changes rapidly around us. The goddess Gold is with you all the way and always. And then we have Sophia, Divine Wisdom 47, which breaks down to 11, which is the master number of, it's the portal of enlightenment. Empowerment message. Human wisdom comes from personal experience, but divine wisdom is unknown to our life experience. When we ask for help, we are asking for guidance from a source greater than us, a great unknowable mystery. When we receive it, it is often life-altering and affects us in ways beyond our comprehension. The Gnostic goddess Sophia, who brought the material world into being, arrives to show you how fate and destiny operate in relationship to synchronicity. When you least expect it, opportunities and meetings spring up as if out of nowhere. Your life begins to work out, and you sense your alignment with a higher purpose and power. Trust you are divinely protected and directed. Practice the act of faith before results. This is an essential key in co-creating your world. Alignment message. When you are disconnected from your higher power, you begin to believe that you alone are the source of abundance in life. It is wise to commit to a conscious and deliberate daily connection to a higher power. When you forget to do this, you may place too much attention on materialism, work, money, goals, and the like. The goddess Sophia reminds you that it's the spiritual aspect and the invisible aspect, the essence of your desires, that means more than the form. You may be mistaking something false for divine guidance right now. It's time to come back into alignment and receive true divine guidance, divested from wishful thinking or ego attachments. Opening to the wisdom of the mystery of the universe is your alignment task now. Let the goddess Sophia guide you to your magic. The most meaningful and beautiful expression of yourself is waiting for you. The divine is here to help pull you out of this. It's trying to release, to break free from this cycle. That is literally what this entire reading is about. Okay, so that's 40 minutes. I love you. If you'd like a reading, please comment, and have a great night. Bye-bye.